Hi, my name is Mr. Ghost, and today I am making a response video to PragerU's video called, Why Even Atheists Should Teach Their Children About God.
As a therapist, I'm often asked why depression and anxiety are so common among children and adolescents. One explanation, almost surely the most neglected, is declining interest in God and religion. I see the consequences of this in my practice almost every day. And this is not merely my personal observation.
Now, there are several areas where she is wrong. Neglecting God and religion has nothing to do with anxiety. The most important causes, according to healthychildren.org, are high expectations, 41%, a threatening and scary world, school shootings, and social media.
A 2018 Harvard study involving 5,000 people examined how being raised in a family with religious beliefs affects the mental health of children. The study found that kids who attended a religious service at least once per week scored higher on psychological well-being measurements and had lower risks of mental illness. Weekly attendance was also associated with higher rates of volunteerism, lower probabilities of both drug use and early sexual initiation, and a sense of purpose.
Now, as you can see, they don't give you the exact statistics. They draw graphs that don't mean anything. The actual statistics says that those who attended religious services were 18% more likely to be happier than non-religious people. This isn't a huge boost.
Nihilism, the belief in nothing, is a rich fertilizer for anxiety and depression. In contrast, the belief in God, a guardian figure who loves us, is an invaluable source of support and comfort.
Religion is not good for mental health. Firstly, according to Jerry Coyne, who is a famous author, God and religion only makes one more detached from reality. When a religious believer realizes that God and religion had no evidence, their anxiety goes up.
I am often asked by parents, how do I talk to my child about death if I don't believe in God or heaven? My answer is always the same. Fake it. There are many things you don't tell your children the full truth about.
Aha! This is one of the worst takes from PragerU I've heard so far. Not telling your children about death just makes them more anxious, since they don't know what death is. They might worry about it when they grow up, and develop low self-esteem. According to lanekids.org, children who are in a lying relationship develop low self-esteem. Additionally, according to other life lessons, honesty is important with your children.
Belief in a benevolent God and a heaven does help children with their fear. In our current age of broken families, distracted parents, school violence, and nightmarish global warming predictions, imagination plays a big part in children's ability to cope. It is far better for kids to use their imagination constructing something positive, such as a God who cares about us, than the dark nihilistic idea that there's no creator and protector.
Firstly, not telling your children about the truth makes them develop a bubble of their own false reality. This eventually leads to them being a shut-in. Being in a relationship where you only deceive your children about reality is toxic. Additionally, ignoring reality has nothing to do with religion.
I am also frequently asked how parents can instill gratitude and empathy in their children. Again, the best answer is involvement in an organized religion.
Not exactly. It is important to also develop an honest and open relationship. Making gratitude part of your family culture is important also, but you don't need religion for that.
Additionally, religion provides children a chance for community. Being with people who share their faith can act as a buffer against the emptiness and isolation of modern culture. This is more necessary than ever in a world where teens can have hundreds of virtual friends and few real ones.
There is a movie on Netflix called The Social Dilemma which explains social media addiction. Being religious doesn't save oneself from misinformation online. Additionally, PragerU, the company I am debunking, is full of misinformation.
They have to relax their bodies and calm their minds. It is true that if you feel ambivalent about God and religion, your children will likely follow your example. However, if you practice religion or send your children to religious school, knowing it is good for them, you might surprise yourself and get something meaningful out of it too.
Now, surprisingly, PragerU doesn't mention how religions churn up violence. The most famous example is the Crusades, which were motivated because of religion. In our modern world, there are multiple examples of religious violence.
If you take the idea seriously that your children should be free to choose or reject God and religion, they need to be exposed to God and religion. How else will they be able to make a free and informed choice?
Exposing yourself to religion actually attaches yourself to it. As shown in PragerU's own sources, exposing children at a young age to religion attaches them to it.
Your children choose to continue to practice as adults is something you cannot control, but at least give them a chance to believe in God and find comfort in religion. They deserve it. I'm Erica Komisar, psychoanalyst and author of Chicken Little, The Sky Isn't Falling, Raising Resilient Adolescents in the New Age of Anxiety, for Prager University.
PragerU's narrative isn't to give children a chance to believe in God, it's to force God and religion on atheists. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. I'm Mr. Ghost, and see you in the next video.